everyone, welcome to Vital Refinement presents Cozy Conversations. I have here with me today Britt. I'm so excited for her to join us this evening. As you may or may not know, Cozy Conversations is all about self-care, self-love, and self-identity. We're just going to have a little chit-chat, play a little games, and pick a little bit of Britt's mind and hopefully touch her heart. And so join us for the conversation. All right, Britt, welcome to Cozy Conversations. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me.
Are you excited?
I am. I'm excited.
Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. I wasn't able to see what the questions are going to be, so I'm just like...
Okay, well, it's not going to be too deep or extreme, okay? It's just a little chit-chat, all right? You did tell me that you have a favorite snack right now, so
yes.
I got you some Skinny Pop. So this is for you as a guest on the show.
Yes.
And I know you said you like the mini apple cinnamon, but then we have ranch.
It's okay.
I don't know if you like it. If you don't like it, I'll keep it. But I have this here too. If you wanna try them out.
Yummy, yummy.
Feel free to open them if you ever get a little,
hungry during our chat.
Yeah, but we also
our deep conversations.
We also have popcorn here as well. Okay, so for our first thing, we just want to do a little icebreaker. It's going to be a this or that icebreaker. So we have our two paddles here, so you can take a paddle. They're both blank, and then you can choose a marker, whatever color you like. And the first one is for this or that is rain or snow. But there's a catch. You're going to try to guess what I prefer, and I'm going to try to guess what you prefer.
Okay.
So you think I prefer rain or snow?
Okay. And then we just write it?
Yeah, and then we'll turn around once we're done.
Alright.
Oh wait, I don't know if I wrote it big enough, but that's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, ready.
Okay. Did I get it right?
You got it right for me. Did I get it right?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
I like snow. I like the idea of snow.
Yeah.
If it lasts for like a day.
Mm-hmm.
If it lasts longer than a day, I'm just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But rain, I can have it last a week as long as I don't have to leave my house.
See, I love to sleep in it, so I love when
that's what I thought about. I was like,
Yeah.
she probably likes the smell or like the sound.
I literally go to sleep to like YouTube rain noises. So
yeah,
like,
I do too. So
when there's real rain outside, then I like turn off my YouTube and run and open up my window. So it's all good.
I'm exactly the same way. All right. The second this or that is late night or early morning. So do you think I prefer late nights or early mornings? And I think you prefer this.
You ready? 1, 2, ready.
Okay, so the thing with me and late nights is that it's not that I enjoy them. I actually prefer early mornings.
Really?
It's just, I just have like a constant brain where I'm like, I feel like one, I'm always playing catch up. And so I have to like watch all my shows, catch up on my shows. And then also I get a lot of ideas at night. And so that's what keeps me up.
Oh, okay.
But I actually prefer early mornings and like getting my day like started and done with. So I can feel like I have like extra hours in a day. But I always end up at late nights because just the way that I'm wired. But yeah, you definitely late nights. You like early mornings?
I don't like either, honestly. This is a hard one for me because like I'll say late night. For me, it's just the only time I'm up late is if there's a good show and I'm like binging it. That's usually when I'm up.
Okay.
And then early mornings for me, like I don't like to get up early. Like I don't like.
So even if
I like to sleep. I like to sleep in. That's why you chose late night.
Yeah, but even if you go to sleep early, do you still want to sleep in?
Yeah, like I just love to sleep
You're like
in.
early night, late mornings.
So my favorite time of the day is weird. I know I'm a weird person, but my favorite time of the day is between 10 and 2.
Okay. 10
a.m. and 2. Because the sun is out. It's the best time to go run errands. You wake up. You just wake up around 10. Just start your day.
I feel that. I feel like mine is like between 7:30 and 2.
7:30.
Or 7:30 and 3. Because I feel like 7:30 is early enough for me to not feel like I wasted my morning, and then I still can run errands before people it gets too crowded. Like stores are just not opening at 8:00.
Yeah.
Also, you can like go to the gym and it's not that crowded yet, you know, or it's just now trickling down for people getting ready for work. And then also the 3:00, because we all know traffic starts at 3:00. So I try to do everything before 3:00 because I hate dealing with traffic.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, yours is 10 to 2.
Yeah.
That's like a very small window.
It is a very small window, but I love when like the sun is really bright and just like you just get your errands done. You just like, I love taking naps at that time too, because like you take a nap. So my favorite thing is taking a nap and waking up and it's still a lot of daytime. So like I love fall, but also it gets dark so fast. So that's my other thing. Where it's like So
okay.
yeah.
So would you say I got it wrong or right? I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it wrong.
But there wasn't no way for you to get it right though. So.
Okay, so our last is this or that is drive or ride. So say we're driving somewhere, or we going on a road trip. Do you think I prefer driving, or do you think I prefer riding? Like just being in the backseat passenger.
This word really looks like I spelled it wrong. Jesus. Okay, if I spelled this wrong, guys, do not judge me. This is not a reflection. I did go to school.
But did you do well in school?
I did graduate.
I'm saying this based off something very particular.
Okay.
My first answer was the other one, but then I was like, I had to think about it. So, okay, you ready?
Now I want to change mine. I'm thinking of something very specific too.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep my answer, but I'm also might say something else too.
Okay, ready?
Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay, am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
So here are my thoughts of what I feel like. I feel like you would prefer to drive because one, you have a rental car and you're like, oh my little munchkin, you know. Two, I think you like to have a control around like the time you arrive and the time you leave. And three, I think you just don't trust other people's driving skills too much. Like it has to be a certain person you're like comfortable driving. But mostly the time thing, like you want to be able to leave when you want to leave.
Yeah, so that's why I also wanted to change yours to driving. Because I was like, I know that you like to like, if we go to a party, you want to be able to like have your autonomy to be like.
But you got it right.
But also, so the reason why I picked riding is because sometimes when we go places, you be like, you want to pick me up? I'm like, fine, because like, I want to drive my own car anyway.
You always want to drive your car.
But you got it right more for the reason of I just like to drive my car. And I like to like my music, and I just like to right. I just like it. But I really honestly don't have a problem with other people driving. Okay. Like when I'm in other people's car, I usually fall asleep. So I have a comfortability with other people, and that's one part why I like riding is because I can just let go.
Yeah.
And then I fall asleep.
That's how I am. I like riding because I like to sit in the back. I don't like to sit in the front. I feel like when you sit in front, you're expected to be like
entertaining and
entertaining. You have to keep them awake if like it's late night or tired or whatever. But also like navigation, they'd be like, okay, pull this up.
Yeah,
like,
you're working.
Yeah, you're working in the front seat, and then also like I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of pressure being in the front seat, so I'd rather just sit back in the back. I'll chime in on a conversation when I feel like it. I can fall asleep if I want to. I have so much more space because usually I'm like riding with 2 other people or maybe 4 of us. There's more space to like spread out and kick my feet up if I want to. Or sometimes I ride in the middle just to be like.
That's so awkward. Hey guys, the person checks their rear view and you're like sitting there looking at them.
Yeah. So I like the back seat. I like riding. I do like prefer to know like when time we're leaving. But I've been working on that. I've been like really being intentional about like having like an openness with like, okay, let's just chill, relax, enjoy the time in the moment, instead of thinking like, well, I have to go home and do this, and or I have another like something obligation or whatever. So I've been trying to be more like go with the flow and like, you know. But yeah, you got it right though. That's fine. You got it right, and I got it right. So that was our this or that icebreaker. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
Did you learn more?
Right.
I learned more about you. So this episode is featuring the Hige.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I bought
Hige.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
I bought this cozy conversation in Pleasant Company game last year when we first met. I
remember seeing it.
Yeah, I bought it for me and Anthony to do like on our rides when we used to like drive different places together.
Oh, this is this game.
So I was like, oh, they're cozy conversations. I might as well include them in part of this segment.
Lord.
So I have a few cards that I have here, and I'm just gonna pull one and ask her some questions from towards the middle of our conversation. But I just want to start off with saying thank you for being on the show again. I really appreciate you.
Glad to be here.
So I have my first question for you. So how would you describe self-love and a self-love journey? So how would you like describe or define what self-love is? And then what does that look like if someone says like I'm on a self-love journey, or if you say you're on a self-love journey?
Self-love to me, I think it's one, being present with yourself. I think it starts with knowing yourself or getting to know yourself and like what you actually want, and then focusing on yourself sometimes. I think a self-love journey is your whole life.
Right.
It takes your whole life. Because I mean, my self-love at 20 is not self-love at 33. I want different things. I'm more mature. So I think it's just kind of like I said, being present with yourself and learning the things that you want, focusing on yourself, you know, and that's in all aspects. So for me, I need to give myself more self-care in health, for sure. So really focusing on what it takes for me to be more healthy. And then like little things, this one of the things I learned from Ariel is, am I supposed to do that?
No, that's
okay. Anyways, one of the things I learned is like doing things that just give you joy. Because I'm not that person. Like, I mean, I laugh at a lot of things. Like, I find laughter in almost everything. Like, literally, you'll find me laughing off of just something stupid and nobody else thinks it's funny. So I'm naturally like that, but I don't always just get something just because it makes me happy. Like, I'm a person that's very, like, I'm motivated to buy things that I need. So, like, if I need it, then I'll buy it. Like, if it's a necessity, then I'll buy it. I very rarely just get something, not rarely, but it's not that common that I'll get something just because, it made me happy. Like, so I think just doing those things is self-care too, because you have to, like, nobody else is going to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. You have to make your own self happy and find little things that bring you joy. So I think that's
part of it.
Yeah, part of the journey.
All right. I totally agree with all of that. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, your perspective on that. I would say self-love is, how I would describe it is discipline, but with a balance of what you were saying about like finding those moments and those things that bring you joy and being intentional about it. Because a lot of times we do get caught up in like, needs versus wants, especially with like the economy right now, especially when like we're all progressing and trying to make better, lifestyles for ourselves. And sometimes like, you're focused on this, like why would you spend your money on that? Or like why would you go do this thing? You should be at home cleaning or something. which cleaning takes a lot of time and energy, which
Literal.
I don't understand. But cleaning is still a form of self-care.
Mhm.
And there's different ways to be mindful while you're cleaning too. So even if that's something that brings you joy, just have a clean space, let's be intentional about it and like make it a mindful practice to clean. Well, as you're cleaning. But yeah, definitely, I agree with everything you said. The second question I have for you is, how would you define health, or how would you measure health?
Define health. Ooh, that's such
Or how would you measure health? Like when someone says, "Oh, this is a healthy option," like how do you measure it? Like what is a healthy option to you?
I think anything that benefits anything that's your well-being. So like if it's good for your mental, like, because health is all right, mental health, right, physical health, emotional health. So I feel like if it checks one of those boxes, you know, like if it's good for your mental health, then I think you can categorize it as healthy.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if it hinders another part, then I wouldn't say do it. But like if it's healthy for your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, I think I could categorize that as healthy. Health. You said define health.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that your measurement of health is like something that doesn't cause harm to another part of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I answer my question?
Yeah. I'm just saying, what is okay? How would you describe health for you? Like, what does health look like or feel like for yourself?
Being healthy. That's a loaded question.
I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry.
I mean, for me personally, I don't want to say, because when I say a sound mind makes you sound like I don't have a sound mind, but you know, just kind of like
You're at peace.
Yeah, like that peace, and I have a certain amount of peace. I won't say that I'm like I don't have peace. I do have a certain amount of peace. So you know, like there's no chaos in my life in that way, but I feel like you can have like your own thoughts that create some type of chaos in your head, and so I feel like having a healthy, what do you want to call it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Like positive mind kind of leads to a positive health and overall health, like you believe? Like it starts with your mind. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I was saying for myself personally, like I think a healthy mindset around the thoughts of myself.
So like affirming yourself, like positive
Yeah, I
affirmations
think
to
for me
yourself.
that is big for me. So I feel like mindset is really, I think it's underrated. People's mindset, and I feel like your mindset, what you think about yourself, what you know, how you view the world, how you view yourself in the world. I feel like that controls a lot of our health.
Yeah.
And so I feel like for me, it would need to start with my mind, and I am in therapy, so yay! I started last week. Finally.
Yes,
So
awesome.
like I feel like it starts there, and then like, well, I'm gonna sidetrack really quick. So like with food, I use food behaviorally. So like if I'm stressed, if I'm sad, if I'm depressed or anything, I usually go to food. And so I feel like that's a behavioral thing which starts in your mind. And so I feel like for me to lose weight or to be healthy, it's not for me. It's not really about losing weight as much as it is for me being healthy and feeling better. So, but I feel like for me, it's gonna start with my behavior, which is a mindset thing. And so I feel like for me, that is where I'll see a lot of other changes in my health from my mind. So if that answers the question.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Yeah.
I truly believe that too. Like, our mind is extremely powerful and our tongue is extremely powerful. So when we think these things about ourselves or anyone else, like, that's power that we're exuding into this world and into our bodies, right? because our bodies are functioning based on like all this communication channels coming from our mind to like our organs and everything else. And then like if we speak it out loud, God help us, right? Because you know that's putting something out there and like putting something into movement, if you can say, even once you speak it. So I'm very proud of you for starting therapy. I'm happy that you have like a goal, you know, working from your mental health, your emotional and spiritual health, and you know, hopefully that uplift your physical health and all of that. And but yeah, I totally agree, and I think that goes for a lot of people. I would say universally, if you can train your mind and discipline your mind, everything else will follow through. So I'm proud of you, like I said, and I hope that you have a successful and healthy and effective therapy experience.
Yes.
I had a therapy experience that I enjoyed, and it's been a year since I started therapy. Can you believe that?
I know, that's crazy.
And
you started when we met?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Around your birthday. So
around my birthday, I cost her that much harm.
Within a month.
After about to meet her, man, I needed some therapy.
It had nothing to do with
I just played.
You actually brought a lot of joy in my life around that time. I was like really depressed and like hopeless and struggling. So I was really grateful to have met you and became friends with you during that like low season for me. But yeah, so I like you said, it's most of the time it does start with your mindset and like your discipline in your mind. So I have another question for you. What do you want your legacy to be?
What comes to me first is I want people, when I leave this earth, I want people to think of me and smile. Yeah, I want them to have memories of like, or just like laughing or just like thinking of good times. So I guess I just wanted to be like, I guess joy, peace.
You want
that's a heavy legacy. I don't know what that was.
Probably was like your phone or remote or something.
That's a heavy legacy for one person. I want people to have joy and peace, but like,
I feel like you want to like, when people think of you want them to feel those emotions of joy and peace and happiness.
Yeah, that's what I want, because listen, that's all I want in life. That's my whole journey really, is like to have love, joy, and peace. That's literally my only I feel like that's my core motivation for everything of how I want to feel. So that's what I want people to feel like, you know. Yeah.
Is there anything you're like intentionally doing to like leave that mark on folks, or do you think it's like something naturally that you bring into the world?
I think part of my personality is light, and so I think I bring not literal light, but like
I thought you were saying like light, like I was like,
but I mean, I guess that too, but like I guess I can bring lightness into a dark room or whatever, but what I was saying more is like just light, like not heavy. Yeah. So, girl, I forgot the question already, but
I was just saying, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh no, the second question. Anyway, so
like how are you making it happen?
Oh yeah. So, I mean,
you said, girl, I got it. Okay, I got the juice. And it just naturally happened. It's okay.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. But I do want to be more intentional. I do. That's what I'm saying. Like, cause the lightness is kind of a natural thing. Like, you know, like if it's heavy in the room, you can almost count on me to say a joke or something. You know, like, or be like, hey guys, like, you know, like, like lighten up the mood. Yeah. So like, that is not really intentional for me. It's more like that's just what I do.
Right. It's just who I am.
Right. It's just like. But I mean, I feel like purpose things. I don't know how to word it, but like I feel like it does take intentionality to actually make some change. I mean, not that I'm not making change, but I'm just saying like, you know, you do have
like
to be
a larger impact.
Yeah. So that's something that I probably need to sit with myself and think about. maybe the next cozy conversation.
Maybe on the next episode.
Right. Cozy conversations.
She'll have a little bit in movement for us to share.
Yeah, so that's a good question. How to be intentional about making your impact. I think that is good.
Leaving here with a little assignment.
Right.
Love to see it. Now we're moving into the segment where we're going to feature a few of these questions from our cozy conversations.
Oh gosh.
Let me see what we have. Okay, what would a typical day look like for you if you were a billionaire?
Oh, sleep till 12. Okay. Might even sleep till 2. She knows I love to sleep. Okay? I don't know if there's anything else, any other thing that I love more. I mean, family, obviously, friends. But like,
are you sure?
Right. Actually, no point. But I love my sleep. Okay, girl, I'll be waking up tired. Okay, just tired. Anyway, so I would sleep probably till 12, maybe 2, some days. Eat a nice breakfast or have my chef cook me a billionaire? Oh, girl, I've been waiting for a chef. I want a chef now with my little ducats. So, like, have my chef prepare me a little breakfast, probably in bed. Probably take another nap after I eat. Because I got the itis. Then hopefully it's not fall or winter, so I can wake up and it still be daytime. Maybe go to the movies. Maybe send a couple emails. So I'm a billionaire, so I gotta delegate, and start it all over again. I know that wasn't inspiring, but you a billionaire. What are you doing at that point? Nothing. All you're doing is delegate. Approve. Okay? Go do this. That's all you're doing at that point. What are you doing?
So you don't have no family around you. You ain't spend time with no friends.
I guess I'll live over someone. That's good. I ain't got no kids, no husband. Listen, just got my chef. They live in-house.
My chef and my maid.
Okay? Yes, I need a maid to clean that bathroom. I guess there's some kids there. I guess there might be a husband there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about sleeping foods. So.
I'm not in the picture, y'all.
I guess Ariel comes by sometimes. Yeah.
I'm one of her workers. I'm probably
send my email. Tell them approved. I'm just like, I never really thought about that, but I know for sure I'm sleeping in and I'm doing minimal work. Because if I'm a billionaire, minimal work. I've worked up until I'm a billionaire. Please, you ain't gonna see me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I respect
vacation, that. Okay? Beach, Bahamas. That's all. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if that's inspiring, but it's reality.
Let's see what another question is. What does the phrase "living a good life" mean to you?
Same thing.
I was like, that's the same answer.
When you can sleep 3/4 of the day, I'm playing. That's so sad. I love sleep that much. But this is a reflection that I don't get a lot of sleep. Okay, of a good life. I feel like honestly, like being well-rounded. Like, okay, this is more wholesome answer for everybody else. Like, so like for me, having family and friends, like having just that circle, like that circle of like love and support, having living out a dream or a passion of yours. I think that's part of living the life or living a dream life. I think balance in all areas is really important too, which is really, really underrated. Underrated. I feel like people don't realize how much balance in your life is so important, because when something's imbalanced, is that the right word? Mm-hmm. Right, Lord help. It's just, you're doing too much of something. You know, like we're always, almost nobody has like been able to balance their life. I feel like everybody does too much of something, right? They rest too much. Or they work too much. You know, they eat too healthy. I mean, can you eat too healthy? I don't know. But you know, like there's just no balance. You gotta eat some cheesecake sometime. You gotta eat some candy. I'm just like, you know. But anyway, so like I just feel like that's a lesson.
Like extremist.
Yeah, like
overindulgent.
Right. That's a lesson that seems simple, but it's really hard to have a balanced life. So I think when you do, I think that is living a good life. Like, wow, you know? So, yeah.
I think a lot of times, too, when we think about balance, we don't consider that our life isn't, like, forever in seasons. And so sometimes, you know, it does require you to put more time or energy or money into, like, that other area of life to have that balance.
Yeah.
But then the other side of that spectrum is what you talked about, how, like, people just... you know, just overindulging for no reason. Like, it's not the season to over.
Yeah.
Or, like, it's not the season to be, like, extreme in that way.
Yeah.
They're just, like, you know, I think we just all, we're speaking very, like, generalized, but...
everybody does it.
I think most people just fail to, like, have that self-discipline and know what healthy limits are, or, like, healthy habits are for themselves. And setting up those routines that create more of a balance for us, especially from like our daily living to like, you know, our general lifestyle. And a lot of us are just so controlled by consumerism and controlled by like social media and like other forms of media. And so we think like this is how to get that. But really it's, one, we should have desired that stuff anyway, because behind the camera we know it's not perfect.
Yeah.
And two is just like sometimes the people who do have that balance is they didn't really exactly share how they got there.
Yeah.
So I think just what they're putting out on their media outlets of like the result or the outcome is kind of, you know, leading people on basically.
Yeah.
Like everyone's, you know, steps to getting there is different because we're all different individuals with different lives. But also the ingredient is the routine and is that balance. So. But just have to find what rhythm works best for you.
Yeah. And it is hard, like you said, because our society is not grooming us to be balanced. It's grooming us to go overboard.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like, go to the extreme to get this result. But it's temporal.
Yeah.
When you go to an extreme.
Because it's going to fall off within 6 months.
You're not building a lifestyle. You're building
a temporary
fix. So
let's see if I have one more question for you. If you could pass one law that everyone would have to follow, what would it be?
Ooh. One law that everyone would have to follow.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I'm waiting.
You know it's gonna be something around money, so free gas.
Free gas, like it's just there for us to just go up and use.
Yeah. I know that might cause other things, but we just gonna act like it don't cause no other problems.
I feel like at the beginning of it all, it didn't cause anything. It's just consumer mindset. Like I'm pretty sure the person.
You mean when it was 50 cents a gallon?
No, when it the first person discovered it.
Oh. Another thought.
Okay.
We're at work most of our lives. Why I gotta pay rent for
The
30 days ever, right?
I'm at home 4 hours a day.
And the job's already paying rent at the office. I don't need to pay nothing. My rent need to be knocked in half. I'm literally at my house for half the time.
I would piggyback off that, but not in the sense that you did. But like, we shouldn't be working 40 hours a week. Kids should not be in school 40 hours a week, or how many hours they be in school. Like, I would definitely 3-day work weeks, 4-day school weeks, whatever, and definitely not be 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It'll be like maybe between 4 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah. Another piggyback. This is good piggyback stuff. Now I'm like changing my answer. But also changing, well, everybody, people have talked about this, but like changing the school system, like the curriculum, like literally, this has been said before, so it's not a new thought. I'm just piggybacking on the thought. We need to be learning about taxes and stuff. Still, how am I 33 and still needing help figuring out, wait, so do I know I filed single, but, like, we should be learning that in high school. Exactly, I know. It's just a whole
The more
big game.
uneducated we are, the more money they can make off of us.
Because the more mistakes
the more
we
we
gonna
hate
make.
ourselves and hate how we look, they're gonna make more money off of us. The more we hate our lives, they're gonna make money off of us.
the list goes on. But yeah, we need to be learning how to write checks. We need to be learning how to.
I actually took a class like that.
Really? Was it in high school or college?
It was in junior high.
Really?
It was home economics.
I didn't have that.
I don't know. It was like an elective class. But it should be like that in every school though.
Yeah, that should be our normal. That shouldn't be like, oh, and I liked it. No, that is something you're actually gonna use. I mean, maybe not checks by the time we have kids, but like.
Girl, I just want to check last week.
I know, but like I feel like now it's you could get through your whole life probably without writing a check at this way. So like, like learn about credit cards and what credit does. Like how your credit is affected from
they're not gonna put that in order.
Girl, they ain't gonna do no credit stuff because they want you to.
So when I was at the Livability Summit that you hosted, our table talked about credit because they were like a lot of countries don't ever use credit. And it's like, why does the U.S. still have a credit system? So that's something I probably would like eliminate.
It's credit system. It's just too much that we would change.
Yeah, it's a lot. One of my biggest laws would be that things close down at like 6 p.m. every day.
Really?
Yes.
Like stores and stuff?
Yes, stores.
For what?
Because I want people to come home to their families and all be together again. Like I want them to come home, have dinner, watch a TV show or movie or something together, and like really have those connection times.
So if there's an emergency, oh well?
I mean, I guess there's going to be like certain people who have those, type of jobs where like they're, EMT or firefighter, police officer, whatever, or what's it called, peace, whatever. But like for the most part, like I want the majority to be like, there's Walmart's not going to be open. Like
really?
Target, the movies, like all that stuff. It's just like
I hope that doesn't happen.
During the week, on the weekends, everything can stay open, not forever alone. But during the weekdays, like I just want like everything just shuts down at the same time. Everyone will come home.
Lord, jeez, no more midnight shopping for you. She likes to shop at night. I'm about to head to the store. All right. I won't be.
No one's at this grocery store at 10:30. There's no line.
You be acting like you be at the grocery store. I like to shop nighttime.
No, that's the time I go because no one else be there.
You won't catch me, okay?
But yeah, so that would be like a law. Another law I will put. I forgot what country does this, but they make sure that everyone has lunch at the same time or like within the same 3-hour range or whatever.
It's crazy.
So you can leave work and go home and food with your family.
Wow.
Yeah. So they have like less fast food restaurants there because they go home and cook together and eat.
That actually would be a good law to eliminate a lot of fast foods. I wouldn't say like nothing, but like just not it be so like heavy in America. Like I was listening to somebody. Oh, his name is MJ. Somebody. I think he's famous, but I don't know who he is.
Shout out to MJ somebody.
Right, MJ somebody, yay. Anyways, he moved to Bali, and he was like, yeah, they don't really have a lot of processed food here, you know, so it's easy for me to eat healthy. And I'm like, you know where we would be if it was hard, like, if it was hard to have to eat unhealthy.
Right.
Like, what would we do? Like,
I watched a video like that of someone who moved to Cuba, and they said the same thing. And I was like, yeah.
To have to eat fresh food, like, to have to cook.
Yeah. The downside to that, well, the downside to my law is that we would have to have some type of better economy and better food options. And because, like, the people who maybe not have food at home, okay, y'all all leaving work, leaving school, go home and sit at the table and eat 2 grains of rice. You know, like, so it would have to have some type of other thing in structure to make sure everyone has, like, a fulfilling, whole, you know, nutritional meal that they can go home to eat and lunch together. But yeah, definitely my laws are mostly around family. I feel like family and community is, like, what we're missing.
That makes sense.
In our current.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's our rant on that last question. It was just like,
we're like, actually, let's deep dive in this.
I was literally about to get deep dive. I was like, wait, this video's already long. Okay. So that was the last, like, official question, but I do have 2 more questions for you. Is there anything you like to plug? Like, anything you're working on, any social media, anywhere you post content or you share your story?
Sure. Nothing I'm actually working on right now, but I do post videos about my health journey. So you can follow me on YouTube and Instagram at Bearing_blessings, and that's BEARING_blessings. And then on Facebook, it's just my name, Brittany Johnson. But yeah, so I just kind of share about my health journey, being on dialysis and being a diabetic and all of that. So welcome to tune in.
Yes, definitely go follow her. Follow her journey. You know, uplift her in the comments. You know, encourage her to keep going. The last thing I have for you is I like to do this exercise. I included, like, all my journals that I wrote, and I like to do it with my co-workers, things like that, but it's called Rose, Thorn, Bud. And so basically the rose is something that's happened to you recently that brought you joy or made you feel, like, cozy and, like, you know, warm. A thorn is something that might have inconvenienced you or, like, made you, like, why, you know? And then a bud is something you look forward to. But today we're not going to do a thorn because we're going to focus on the positive. So the rose and a bud. So a rose is something that made you feel great. A bud is something you're looking forward to, whether later today or in the next few days or the next few weeks. So what is your rose and what is your bud?
Oh gosh. I did some light cleaning around the house.
Okay. So that's a rose?
That's so literal. So right now. So that's our rose. Looking forward to my birthday.
Woo! Yes. So your rose is you got some chores done.
Right. Which she knows that makes me happy when I have a cleaner. I mean, it don't be like neat freak clean, but it'd be like neat enough, so that does bring me joy. So
yeah. And then your bud is your birthday is gonna be coming up soon.
November 8th. Hey.
What do you have any plans for your birthday?
I'm pretty chill. Definitely gonna be seeing Wakanda Forever. So
you gotta buy our tickets tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's tonight. It's ready.
The tickets been on sale for 2
Girl. So I'm excited for that. That's literally the only thing I've been looking forward to, like really, literally, is Wakanda Forever. Once I knew it was coming out my birthday weekend, girl. We buying that. Gotta get my outfit. Anyways. So yeah.
So the last thing I have for you as a guest. She's like, I gotta get my own wife.
Right. I forget.
So as a guest, I do have this cute little coin purse for you, and within the coin purse, it's an affirmation. Yay! And then I got you 2 of my stickers from my YFM Inspires line.
Plug.
So one is live boldly. So I want you to live boldly. So I'm gonna give that to you. And then one is you do this all the time. So this is
Oh my god, that's hilarious!
from my line, and it's just a piece.
I love that. I
You
don't know
even
why
like
that's
it.
a comfort sign for me. I always
It's because we're
every
millennials.
picture, right? Every picture, like, oh my god, I'm so old. You're right. It is a millennial thing.
So this is your coin
Thank
purse and your little goodies.
you. Yay! I love it.
Thank you again for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And shooting this segment with me for Vital Refinement.
Yes.
You can catch more videos like these. It's either going to be linked up above, or you can go to the playlist for Vital Refinement, Cozy Conversations. And once again, let's give it up for Britt. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you enjoyed engaging with our conversation and that you got something out of it. Please leave down below any questions you would like me to ask my future guests. Make sure you like and share the video, and I look forward to sharing another cozy conversation with you all. Bye.
Bye.